this is something else. I don't know if it's intact. There's a couple pieces to work around. So far so good. All right. This is one of the coolest pieces I've ever dug. It's intact. I'm in Yankton, South Dakota, standing in the backyard of where an old house once stood. There's now an apartment complex here. Although I got permission to excavate the backyard in search of artifacts left over from the old house, we're gonna take a walk around and see what we can find. Here's the area we worked. The ground was surprisingly hard packed. They had hauled in some clay when the apartment was built. But over here by the fence, I probed out an area with some stove ashes and glass in it. So we'll get it opened up. It seems this site has some great age, pre-1900 for sure. I've got 6 pieces exposed. We'll be able to figure out what's going on here shortly. There's some great iridescence on that. Wow. Okay, looks like a Helian Bigelow Kickapoo Indian oil. That's a tooled top. That's got a really cool name. This one, what's going on with this? Looks like some kind of early shoe polish bottle. I'm loving the color on that. That's called ground iridescence. It's caused by minerals in the ground. Looks like some kind of big prescription bottle here. Wow, that's a Blake style. I'm guessing this predates statehood. There's a S and a diamond on bottom. It was a pharmaceutical glass company that produced this piece. Now this could be a soda. Not 100% sure. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Let's see. Huh, some kind of preserve jar. Tooled top, the bottom's knocked out. What's going on with this thing? Okay, it's a wine bottle. That's got an applied top though, and it's got some great color. It looks like just a drinking glass, some kind of bar glass of some sort. It's actually thick, really heavy. Oh wow. Okay, this is a Jamaica ginger bottle, no embossing. Look at all the stuff in here. Wow. What's going on with this thing? Looks like it has an applied top. H. Wichert, Chicago. That's an oldie there. Wow. They're everywhere. classic Whitmore shoe polish. This one's a bit more green than most of them I find. Maybe another shoe polish. Oh, it's wedged in. Huh. Raven Gloss shoe dressing, New York, USA. That's another oldie. This fit is incredible. Looks like some kind of square bottle, maybe another shoe dressing of some sort. Oh, it was a pickle bottle. Some wicked iridescence on this thing. It's been in the ground a long time. Looks like we may be into a very early pit. Some kind of drugstore bottle here. Okay, that's a Philadelphia oval style. Looks like there may still be some contents in this thing. We may have another one. And, oh, okay. Looks like a pencil to a slate chalkboard. And another prescription bottle. Looks like this one also has contents in it. It's got the prescription lip. This is definitely pre-1900. And may have some kind of beer bottle. Ale of some sort. Okay, it's broken, but that's got some great age. Looks like we're getting into some kind of use layer. There's some difference in color. We've got several pieces exposed. This one is no doubt the most interesting. It's got a handle on it that's intact. I'm wondering if this whole piece could be... Wow. Careful not to damage anything. Let's see. No way. No way. Oh no. It'll still display nice. You know, I'm not even sure what design this is. Staffordshire Royal Semi-Porcelain. Has no doubt some kind of Asian influence to the design. Amazing. Alright, looks like a broken beer bottle. A really early one though. That's cracked. Wow, this is a really early one. So that's the Illinois Glass Company has the cross on it, and the top is actually applied. So this is definitely pre-1890. And we've got another one. Another broken one. It's a key mold, no embossing. This one I'd put at circa 1880. Old terracotta flower planter. Nice. That's I believe an applied top. HW at Witcher, Chicago. That's something else. It's beautiful color. Looks like we may have another Wishards. They're a beautiful bottle. You know, crude, very crude. Looks to be in good shape. Oh, there we go, an intact one. Royal Ironstone China, Alfred Meekin, England. Looks like a standard whiteware piece. Nothing fancy. Some aqua color. Huh. L.H. Thomas ink. This is an old one. Got a patent date on bottom. Patented April 18th, 1875. That's something else. Look at that crude embossing. This is likely the oldest Thomas ink bottle I've ever dug. Like some kind of bigger bottle here. I was thinking it was a lamp chimney at first, but it's like a blob beer. Whoa. Chesterman and Barrow, Lamar's, Iowa. This is an early one. This is a soda bottle. It actually has an applied blob on it. Too bad that's broken. Wow. A tiny little prescription drugstore bottle made by the Illinois Glass Company. Oh, and this thing looks cobalt. Oh wow, okay. It's a Jamaica ginger bottle. Looks like it was reused to hold bluing. Now that's an early tooled top. What's going on with this? Wow, that's a big part to a big lamp globe. Or maybe some kind of oil filler. If anyone knows, drop a comment. Another beer bottle, an early one, turn mold, top's broken off unfortunately. Oh wow, okay, there's a couple pieces in here. Definitely getting into a use layer. It's a shoe dressing bottle, part of a label, but there's not much left to be read. This looks like the basin. Yeah, some kind of wash basin. Alfred Meekin, England. It's a ironstone china. Oh, wow. This is something. Wow. A broken drugstore bottle. That's Purdy and Brecht Yankton. I believe this is predating the state of South Dakota. The rest of that basin. A little prescription bottle. It's a French square style, no embossing though. Oh, pickle bottle. You know, embossing, they were kind of hard on their bottles down here, I guess. Wow. Looks like another tooled top Jamaica ginger bottle. What's this? Oh. It's kind of bigger glassware piece. Oh, this pit's just stacked. Look at all this stuff. Another one of these things. Yeah, the Weichert from Chicago has a tooled top on this one. Looks like there could be a soda bottle here. Not certain, but there's this vase I gotta pull out first. It's kind of wedged in there. There might be a couple pieces of it here. Careful, I don't want to break anything. Oh wow, Excelsior sewing machine oil, Chicago. It's a 3-paneled bottle, triangular in shape. That's kind of unusual. You don't find these very often. And some kind of big, I think, pressed glass pitcher. And you know, I might have the bottom to it right here. Actually, I think it's 2 pitchers, 2 pressed glass pitchers. Okay, and it wasn't a soda. Looks like a champagne bottle. Turn mold. Well, this was no doubt a popular product. Here's another one. Whoa, this is a holy grail. E. Weber, pharmacist, apothecary, Yankton, Dakota territory. That's a big one. I believe that's an 8-ounce size. Look at all that embossing. Whoa, that's the biggest mucilage bottle I've ever dug. Mucilage was an early type of glue. And a tooled top. That's a Jamaica ginger bottle. This side is almost finished. I found the bottom and I'm working my way across. I've got several pieces exposed. Looks like a salesman sample. Kemp's balsam. That's an early little piece there. Recognize this. Okay, it's an applied top. Ayers. It was a Ayers cherry pectoral, I believe. You always have the stamping on the bottom there, and this is a really common shape. Looks like a little, what is this thing? Oh, it has some embossing on it. Let's see. Dr. August. Hamburg. It's so Dr. August something from a Hamburg. It's very faint embossing. It's like a tooled top, yeah, shoe polish bottle. Huh. Little Blake style, you know, made by the Macaulay Glass Company. I've never found an embossed one of these in Yankton. Looks like some kind of a chemical bottle. Tongaline. Yeah, all that's embossed on it on the shoulder there is tongaline. Some kind of chemical of some sort. You can see the tops knocked off. Oh wow. Too bad this is broken. I actually dug some of these out in Eastport, Maine. That's a Fellows and Company from St. John, New Brunswick. They sold a lot of their products on the American market. Oh, that has some nice design to it. Oh, that's awesome. It's got a butterfly on it. This is an early piece. It's an English transferware, I believe. We probed out another pit just west of this one. I'm hoping it's going to be earlier. This one's all finished up and had incredible age, dating back to around 1885. Got a good example of some early pieces in the area. Some Jamaica gingers, some beers, ironstone, champagne and wine bottle, some drugstore bottles, including that E. Weber from Yankton, Dakota Territory. Got some shoe dressings, all those Weikerts, 5 of them, wow. Soda bottle, a few medicines, that mucilage. We'll get this one filled in and open up that other one. I noticed some colors in the dirt and felt this bottle. It looks like there's an intact label on this thing. It's a little packed into the clay, but what do we have here? This is wild. Extra quality ketchup. This is an old bottle, man. Look at that label. That's amazing. And the bottle itself is super ornate. I'd say this is pre-1890. I think we found the early pit. This could get really good. I've got several pieces exposed. Everything I've found so far dates before 1890. There's all kinds of stuff just wedged in here. I've just been digging carefully so I don't break anything. Whoa, that is a really nice pattern. Look at that. Some kind of English transferware, I believe. See if there's any markings. T. Elsmore and Son, England. That's very clear. There's just stuff all over in here. Like a liquor flask. Let's see. All right, that's a nice shoe fly bottle. Dates back before 1890. Looks like a couple prescription bottles. These are early. This is a Millville round. My bad, Philadelphia oval. Philadelphia oval style. And another, now this is interesting, has a 4-leaf clover stamped on the bottom. Could have been a mark of the glassworks. Just another Philadelphia oval. It's like a liquor flask, maybe a coffin whiskey. And we've got some wood ash. It's a sign of an early pit. Wow. That's a true coffin flask there. See, it's got these sharp edges on it, and some folks will call that a knife edge. This is circa 1880, maybe even earlier. And some kind of a shoe polish bottle, tooled top. We've got a ton of pieces sticking out here. What do we have here? This has some great iridescence on it. Actually, no embossing. It's a nice aqua color. Looks like some kind of prescription bottle. Gotta be very careful because, okay, it's broken anyway. Oh no. E.M. Coates, druggist, Yankton, Dakota Territory. I'll tell you what though, there's something else here. See some embossing, and I'm hoping this one's intact. Yankton, Dakota Territory. This one looks mint, and that's a good size. Wow. Huh. Okay. It's a little doll head. That's a small one. Wow. It's like a little prescription bottle. No embossing. And another. No embossing on this either. Okay. Looks like a little olive oil bottle. No embossing on it. Looks like it still has some contents. I still haven't found bottom. Although it looks like there's a broken perfume bottle. What is this thing? Lubin Parfumer Paris. I can't say I've dug one of these before. Some kind of a shoe polish. There's no embossing on this one. This is broken. It's a French square style drugstore bottle. At least there's no embossing on it. Oh, nice cone ink. What do we have here? It's a Carter's. That's a really nice color. It's got some good haze on it as well. Another shoe polish bottle, tool top. I'm really liking the color of this one. Looks like it might have a key mold bottom. This thing is something else. It's a tool top, but that iridescence is beautiful. Look at that. Alright, a knife edge liquor flask. No embossing. Look at all these beer bottles. These all have great age, iridescence. Start with this top one and work my way down. So far all these have been broken. It's a Z on this. I'd mentioned the letters on the bottoms before. Hoping to get one of these intact. I love these old beer bottles. There we go. Awesome. Oh, that's a sharp collar on this thing. Made by the Steiger Glass Company. Look at the crudity of that thing. That is something else. There's bubbles, swirls in the neck. Amazing. Okay, top's broken on this one. I believe this could also be another Steiger. Yep, Steiger Glass Company, sharp collared beer. This one, okay. Got another casualty. Made by the Illinois Glass Company, IGCO on the bottom. We've been working for almost an hour clearing this out. The clay is so hard packed, but I think we got a few pieces ready to dislodge. This one's an old whiskey flask, tool top. It's like an ironstone pitcher. All these beers are broken. No maker's mark on this one. This has some really nice color. It's broken. It's could have been an ammonia bottle or a bluing bottle of some sort. And another. Beer bottle, no maker's mark. see if this thing's ready. Okay. Just a plain ironstone pitcher. Still haven't found bottom, but may have broken into a use layer, indicating this could be an old outhouse pit. Here's a, looks like some kind of condiment or food bottle. And another. It's a tool tub, circa 1880. Bottom of a wash basin. Alfred Meakin, England. That's ironstone china. The pit's all finished up. This was an early site. It was brutal. There was hard-packed clay, and a lot of what we found was broken. Note that on bottom, I did find this medicine bottle, E80 Richter and Company from Rudolstadt. I'm wondering, being it was right on bottom, it would have been the first piece thrown down. Could have been from an immigrant, but otherwise, here is the haul. Everything dated back to the 1870s, early 1880s. We got a variety of pieces. Here's a condiment, olive oil, food product, ink bottle, some shoe polish, some drugstore bottles, including that Yankton, Dakota Territory one, some liquor flasks, some bluing bottles, and a bunch of beers. Only one was intact. So there's the haul. It's been a long day. We're gonna get this pit filled back in and hit the road. Here's the backyard. You'll see there's a newer building standing here now, although there was an old house way back when. I'm going to grid this lot out and push some probe rods to the ground and hopefully find a spot to dig. I think we've got something here. You can see I kicked some marks in the ground, showing the areas I felt a difference in compaction. So we're going to take the topsoil off and see what's buried down here. Down about 4 feet, we're getting into some kind of layer. We found a major cable line was going to the apartments, and just below it, we've got several artifacts here. Looks like they're well over 100 years old. This looks like some kind of mason jar. It's a beautiful aqua color. Let's see. Okay, the bottom's broken out. Mason. Huh. That's kind of cool, a generic piece. I've never seen one with that embossing pattern before. Looks like maybe a medicine bottle of some sort. Oh wow. What's going on here? F.J. Kistenmacher, Red Cross Drugstore, Davenport, Iowa. That's really something. I believe this dates back to around the turn of the century. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff here. Wow. I've never seen one of these before. NB and Company on the bottom. Not sure I've seen that mark. And this has some kind of cap on it. I'm thinking it's some kind of medicine. Maybe some kind of magnesia type bottle. That's wild, I like that color. Oh, this a green colored bottle? Or maybe a deep aqua. Okay, yeah, an aqua colored. Looks like Cedar Rapids, Iowa. WF Severa. That's some kind of medicine bottle. A couple pieces from Iowa now, that's interesting. All kinds of unusual bottles in this pit. That's an unusual form. There's no embossing on it, but that's really cool. It's a tooled top. This is a big piece here. Wow. Wow. What is this? Dr. Van Dyke. Dr. Van Dyke. That's all that's on this. Looks like this piece dates back to about 1905. Must have been some kind of medicine bottle. And Seaman's vegetable liniment relieves all pain, cures catarrh and colds. So yeah, this is an old medicine bottle, circa 1905 as well. And yeah, it looks like this was a broken hock wine. Had an old form to it. Could have actually dated before 1900. There's some really nice iridescence on these. This one looks like it could be a prescription drugstore bottle. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 2-ounce Everite. This was a lubricant, I believe, some kind of oil. And this one has an unusual shape. Let's see. Wow. Looks like some kind of condiment container. I'm not seeing any writing on this piece though. It has a strange mold. It looks like it's a tooled top. There's another drinking glass of some sort. The stem and foot's broken off of it. Another prescription drugstore type bottle. Yeah, another Everite, circa 1905. Some kind of tooled top ink bottle. Sanford's. And you know what? That's early machine made. That's circa 1910. Looks like some kind of food product, some kind of preserve container. That's early machine made as well. Here's a glass stopper. It has a nice pattern on it. Looks like almost some snowflakes of some sort. It's a part of a decanter, I believe. Yeah, it looks like some kind of a prescription drugstore bottle. Rex Oval. Rex oval style, circa 1905. I see some embossing. Looks like there's a little extract or medicine though. What is this? Foley's honey and tar. That's a little sample medicine, circa 1905. All right. I think it's intact. Weber and Heinz, druggists, Rochester, Minnesota. That's an oldie. That's a Philadelphia oval style. We got, I think, 3 more. Over here, what do we have? Dr. King's New Discovery. He had a lot of popular products. I believe he was Chicago based. Little prescription bottle. It's a Sheldon style, circa 1905. Oh, there's so much stuff in here I can barely get my trowel through. Looks like a pickle preserve bottle, maybe a condiment. Early machine made, no embossing. Wow, that's a big old wine bottle. I believe it's a tooled top. Looks like a little perfume bottle. Oh, what's this say on it? Oleum Bonchide. That's foreign. Definitely some kind of toiletry perfume of some sort. Oh wow, that's an old vase, I believe. It's maybe a pressed glass piece. That's really nice. And a little paneled piece. Okay, Foley's Honey and Tar. That is a cool name. Fairly common bottle. And another one of those. I won't even try pronouncing it, but yeah, another one of those foreign perfumes. This is something else. I don't know if it's intact. There's a couple pieces to work around, but it looks like it could be an old beer stein. This might be a mason jar here. Oh wow, it's an old flower planter. Looks like it was painted a couple different colors. That's kind of cool. So far so good. Let's see. Wow, that's a beautiful color. Mason's patent, November 30th, 1858. That's a ground lip and a beautiful blue. Wow. All right. No way. No way. Wow, it has some German writing on it. This is one of the coolest pieces I've ever dug. It's intact. Look at that. I don't know German, so I have no idea what that says, but even the handle on this thing is intact. right, I think this one. Stolen Company. Distillers. Lexington, Kentucky. Okay, it was a whiskey bottle. Likely a tooled top quart. Another drinking glass, some kind of a beer mug. This one unfortunately is damaged, but that must have been why they discarded it. We got really lucky with that other one. I'm down almost 5 feet and there's still pieces coming out. Looks like some kind of a beer or wine bottle. Okay, it's a, wow, a green. This was a green hawk wine. Never dug a green one, they're always amber. Looks like, oh, seashell. Maybe someone made a trip out to the ocean or something, brought it back. Okay, a fancy ketchup bottle. No maker's mark on it. Would have had a paper label right there. Another ketchup bottle, light aqua color, no embossing, tooled top. And another one. Another ketchup, but this one, okay, the T.A. Snyder Preserve Company, Cincinnati. It's a tooled top piece. They were a major ketchup producer. Broken. Another ketchup bottle. I guess this family liked their ketchup. Really fancy ketchup bottles. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Huh. Looks like some kind of whiteware piece. Isn't very ornate. See if there's a maker's mark. It's like the Sabering porcelain. There's a green stamp there. And this is one of the biggest ink bottles I've dug, one of the biggest ink wells anyway. Sanford's. So it's a Sanford ink. Looks like a hawk wine. So far all of them have been broken, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the top's broken off. It's a turn mold piece. That's early 1890s, I'm thinking. Some kind of canning jar. Oh yeah, okay, mason. Would have been a machine-made top, not a ground lip. It's like a tooled top prescription bottle. W, H, and M. I have no idea what company that is. Maybe a pharmaceutical product company. prescription bottle. There's so much broken stuff in here. This is wild. Almost seems like more of a dump than an outhouse pit. Okay, another prescription bottle. This one seems to have some contents in it. Another H&M. Oh, a little figurine. It's like a girl with a bonnet. That's iconic. Alright, now these are kind of wedged in here. Let's see. Some kind of a pickled goods container, some kind of pickle bottle, tool top. Now this could be good. It's a big drugstore bottle. I don't see any embossing, but let's see. Wow, yeah, that's a 16 ounce. Too bad that's not embossed. Dates back to about 1905. Look at all this stuff in here. It's like a little, maybe glue bottle of some sort. Alright, another drugstore bottle. There's no embossing on it. And a ketchup bottle. Looks like a tooled top one. No embossing. I'm really hoping this is intact. That's an early salt glazed piece. There's a couple pieces around it. Let's see. Another ketchup bottle. Tooled top, no embossing. Alright. Looks like there's something else here as well. That's wild. Looks like must be some kind of preserve container. It's a tooled top. Alright. It's intact. The handle and everything. Look at that. That is something there. That's early. I'm thinking pre-1890s for sure. Could be as early as the 1860s. Shoe fly, liquor flask, tooled top. A tooled top extract bottle, no embossing. I definitely got to see what this one is. I see some embossing. What we have. Alright, Excelsior Drugstore, F.A. Brecht, Yankton. That dates back to around 1900. I love the embossed eagle. Now it looks like some kind of lid here. I think it's broken. It's like the lid to a crock. That's a old earthenware piece. I'm guessing this is pre-1900. Some kind of extract bottle. No embossing. That's a big extract bottle. It's a tooled top. No embossing on this one either. Some kind of plate. Varus porcelain. It's a looks like a circa 1900s stamp, maybe an Edwardian pattern. English made for sure. It's got a gold rim. Looks like a mason jar. Let's see. Top's knocked off. Okay, it's a ball. Dropped a triple loop mason jar. Top's knocked off. Must have been why they discarded it. Looks like a embossed drugstore bottle. Oh no, that was just some contents. Unembossed drugstore bottle that's circa 1905. Oh, okay. It's a lid. Would have been a hen. I don't know if it was a candy dish or something. These were popular about 100 years ago. It's milk glass. We've been busy clearing out the dirt and uncovered a ton of pieces. This is on the east wall of the pit. This one here kind of caught my eye. It has an ornate pattern to it. There's a couple behind it. This is wild. So, okay, it's another ketchup bottle. This one's a tooled top. No embossing, but that's some really ornate glass. Looks like some kind of a, oh wow, it's got a sunburst on bottom. Some kind of an ointment pot. Still has some dried ointment in it. Must be another ointment pot of some sort. Looks like it's a zinc glaze on the thing, you know? I don't know exactly what it is. Could be like a kid's novelty play piece, cooking pot. Another ketchup bottle, tooled top, no embossing. An intact flower pot. These are almost always broken. This one doesn't have any stamping on it, just a standard earthenware piece. Look at all this stuff. Tooled top prescription drugstore bottle, circa 1905, no embossing. Some kind of a medicine or an extract. There's no embossing on this one either. We're getting some flow blue pieces here. Let's see. Wow, that's really something. That's a semi-porcelain, I believe. Some kind of a bowl. Huh, some more flow blue. Let's see here. Looks like a little prescription drugstore bottle, or maybe a. Oh, okay. Vapocresylene. Yeah, this is I recognize this. That vapocresylene has like an 1894 patent on it or something. I believe this was for some kind of burner you could dump this into. It was said to be a cure of some sorts to breathe it in. It was actually just coal tar, though, and made the symptoms, illness worse. There's a little one. Let's see. Oh wow, it's got a owl on a crescent moon. I believe that's the mark of Gillette. It's Gillette's flavoring extracts. Oh wow, that's something. That's some flow blue. This is a spinach pattern actually. The blue is always wild. It's got some spinach leaf design on it. Another prescription drugstore bottle. No embossing. ABGM Company. That's the Adolphus Busch Glass Manufacturing Company. These are almost always cork tops, but this one's a tooled crown. I don't think there's any other embossing on it. Oh wow, that's an oldie. That's an old doll head. That was a big doll. And it looks like, oh, there's Dorothy. Dorothy the doll. Little oh, another Gillette's. Look at that. Yeah, owl on the crescent moon. Must have been some kind of sample. Wow, this stuff's just falling out here. No way. Georgetown and City Drugstore, Yankton, South Dakota. This is a patent medicine. I can't say I've ever seen one of these before. This is remarkable. This is really something, you guys. Wow, looks to be in great shape. It's like a tooled top Whitmore shoe polish bottle from Boston. I dig these all the time. Wallbaum and Asif. Now, this was, I believe, the latest embossed drugstore bottle from Yankton, and they were only in business together about a year, I believe, until the partnership dissolved. More of this bowl. I'm going to try to piece this thing back together. It's got a really cool pattern. I don't see that very often. I don't know if I've ever seen this particular pattern actually. It's a brand new day. I spent the morning clearing down and found a few pieces. I think I have 9 bottles exposed right now. Looks like a glue bottle of some sort. No embossing. Here we go. Excelsior Drugstore, F.A. Brecht, Yankton. I love these. That eagle and mortar and pestle is awesome. Huh. Let's see. Okay, AMF Company. Yeah, they made a lot of these prescription drugstore bottles with that footed base. Looks like maybe a ketchup bottle. Yeah. Tooled top, no embossing. And I think there's some kind of little sample bottle. I think it's a sample perfume. It's a Palmer's. I dig a lot of these. Another prescription bottle. No embossing. And another. Huh. Some kind of little apothecary bottle, a tooled top, no embossing. Let's saw this one sticking out of the wall here. Let's see. It's like a tooled top prescription bottle made by the Western Bottle Manufacturing Company. It's likely a beer. Maybe a wine or a whiskey. Okay, that's a tooled top beer. That's a turn mold piece. That's got some good age. Tooled top prescription bottle. No maker's marks. Banner style. Another fancy Ketchup. It's got a tooled top. Like the rest of them, no maker's marks. Yeah, another unembossed prescription bottle. Oh, okay. Shoe fly liquor bottle. Nothing on it. Shoulder blown out. Huh. Another prescription bottle. No embossing. Looks like a paste or shoe polish. Got some kind of a dropper in it. That's kind of cool. Tool top. Wow, there's all kinds of bottles in here. What's going on with this thing? Some kind of art glass. Bone china. Yeah. Look at that. That's really cool. You can see the edge broke, so they discarded it. Blake style prescription bottle. No embossing. What's this? That's an unusual style for a prescription drugstore bottle. So no embossing. Looks like a little perfume bottle. No embossing. We're nearing bottom. Right now we're in the northwest corner. Got a few pieces. Nice. Another Excelsior drugstore bottle. Circa 1900. I was hoping this was going to be intact. That's a really cool flower planter. Like terracotta or something. An old lamp chimney. There was a lot of broken stuff in this corner, but I saw a few intact pieces. This is it's a banner style. Yep, banner style prescription bottle, tool top. And another tooled top piece. Palmer, yeah, perfume. Oh, that would have been a cool piece. Yeah, some kind of wash pitcher. Had some floral pattern on it. Looks like, oh wow. George Tamman the Druggist, Yankton, South Dakota. That's a nice one. Some kind of a cut glass drinking glass. Oh, this is gonna be cool. It's still got the glass stopper in it. Now sometimes there's no maker's marks. Sometimes these are sealed in the perfume. We'll still have a smell. See if I can get the stopper out at some point. They're usually lodged though. Now, let's see. There we go, finally got an intact hawk wine. Now this thing is something. Look at that color. That's beautiful. It's a honey amber. That's an applied top. This is an old bottle. This is pre-1890. Looks like we may have a citrate bottle. This is hard packed, still in the cap layer up here. Little perfume. Nothing embossed on it. Looks like citrate of magnesia. Oh yeah, nailed it. Look at that. I love the embossing on these things. Some kind of a extract bottle with a tooled top. Prescription bottle, footed base, no embossing. A mini lamp chimney, almost like a novelty piece. And a full size. Some kind of a glue bottle, no embossing. Wow, that's a plate. You don't see the orange stamping very often. It looks like this one was really well used. Wow. You know, it's a semi-porcelain. I'll see if there's a maker's mark. I'd like to find out what pattern this is. Yeah, nothing on the rim. That's really cool though. Oh yeah, you can see that color change. That's a use layer, so we're definitely in an old outhouse pit. An old liquor flask. It's got a kind of stubby top on it. That's unusual. Broken hawk wine. Not many of these things survived in this pit. We may have an intact one. These are very rarely found intact, being they were used until they broke. Okay, the bottom chipped there. That's why it was thrown down. Otherwise, it's in fairly good shape. Over here, got something unusual. A red plate. Now I see some fragments here, so I'm not getting my hopes up that it's intact. But I am curious to see what's going on with it. Wow, that's awesome. Look at that pattern. There's some flowers and leaves on it. Definitely an ornamental piece. Now, yeah, you know, it might actually have all the pieces here. I wonder if there's a maker's mark. Something like this would have a stamp. I'm not seeing anything though. Okay, a little pill bottle. I think it's a turn mold piece. Alright, now what's going on with this thing? No embossing. Yeah, nothing. Prescription bottle. I found the bottom. There's some gravel and hard packed clay. I was working this. Looks like a pill vial, or I think this was for either pills, or it could have been a sputum sample for tuberculosis testing. Looks like it may have a medicine or an extract. It's a nice aqua color. Yeah, no embossing. There's a couple pieces down here. This one's unusual, it's sticking up. Nice. Another Excelsior with the eagle, F.A. Brecht, Yankton. Amazing how most of these are broken. Another hawk wine. Nearing bottom on the east side. Still a few pieces left. This is, oh, okay, I thought it was intact. Has a blown out side. I'm guessing this was intact when they threw it down. Maybe it was dropped down by mistake or something. What's going on with this? Whoa. This is a decanter. So this would have held liquor of some sort in it. It would have had a glass stopper. This would have been put on a bar. Sometimes they call it like a back bar type bottle. Alright, we've got some embossing. Dr. King's New Discovery. Chicago, Illinois. Oh, a few unusual pieces here. Some kind of triangular preserve bottle. Now this one, that's unusual. It's some kind of a pitcher. Looks like it has a pour spout on it. Could have had a handle there where the hole is. Maybe the handle broke and they discarded it. Looks like some kind of an extract bottle. No embossing. Yeah, there we go. Boss drugstore bottle. Another from the Excelsior drugstore. Little glass pill vial of some sort. Turn mold piece. Looks like a prescription type bottle. Pressed into the backfill. I don't feel any embossing on it. Yeah, it's unembossed, circa 1900. This plate may actually be intact. I've been chipping away at it. Just about ready to pull it out. Let's see. Okay, it's chipped. That pattern is insane though. Look at that. Wow. Some kind of floor. I don't even know what to call this. I think it's some kind of transferware piece though. It's a T. Elsmore and Son, England. So it's some kind of English transferware. Underneath it. Now this is the southwest corner. This is where a lot of stuff settles. Just in the corners of these pits. There's a sewing machine oil. And looks like some kind of prescription drugstore bottle, no embossing. Huh. This one's patented, applied for by the Western Bottle Manufacturing Company. That design was patented. And another prescription bottle. I'm nearly 8 feet in the ground. I'm on the bottom of the pit here. There's a couple more pieces. Looks like a medicine bottle and a beer of some sort. This is an old one, put it at about 1905. It's a tool top prescription drugstore bottle. A couple more broken hawk wines. I think this pit's done. The pit's all finished up. The layers dated back to around 1900. We got a good haul. Some wine bottles, liquor bottles, some food products, some ketchups. Those are fairly ornate. Some medicines, including that one from Yankton. Some earthenware pieces. My favorite, no doubt, being that German beer mug. Got some perfumes, inks, lantern tops, some broken dinnerware, apothecary bottles, extract, a bunch of prescription drugstore bottles, a good few from Yankton, and that one from Rochester, Minnesota. All in all, it was a good dig. We'll get this filled back in.